Is my hair in there?
Yes.
All of it? All of its glory?
Yes, all of its glories, rather.
Hello everybody, this is Victor. I own this channel and I have another tutorial for you.
He did my makeup!
Oh yes! We're gonna show you today we're gonna show you today how to get the perfect full coverage makeup for photos,
videos,
clubbing.
Ew, really?
Why not?
Because it wouldn't like sweat off.
Okay. Private parties. Whatever you need a picture for, this makeup tutorial will make sure you look amazing. But I'm gonna warn you, this is just for photos and videos. It's not gonna look if you're meeting someone.
Employee headshots?
Definitely not a first date type of makeup. Or like, you know, I'm gonna go to work and make everyone think my skin looks amazing type of makeup, but it will look great in pictures. So let's go ahead and I'll show you how to create this wonderful full coverage look. We're going to start with two primers. I'm just starting with a regular primer you use all over the face, and then a lines and wrinkles primer that's a little thicker. And we're just going to press that and pat that all over the skin to get a nice even texture. We're going to apply cream bronzer to the face, and we're just going to do this to create natural shadows. We're going to apply it under the cheekbone, on the temples, and the jawline. You want your cream bronzer to be pretty dark because we'll be evening it out with the regular foundation, so don't worry if it looks like the face, you know, looks a little bit dirty. Next, we're going to apply a cream blush, and this is just going to be our foundation for a natural flush. You want to pick a color that's a little bit more on the pinky red side, so it looks like it comes from within. And don't worry about your face looking a little crazy when you have the bronzer and the blush, because we're going to blend it all in once we have the foundation. Full coverage look for cameras or photos. You want to use a cream foundation because it gives you the most coverage, but it also has enough body in it to cover texture in the skin, so the skin appears smooth in photos and videos. We're just going to apply this on the places of the face that are more exposed, so the nose, the forehead, the cheekbones, the cupid's bow, and the chin. And we're not looking for extreme coverage, we just want to even out the complexion as much as we can in one single layer. So I'm just going to use a sponge and blend that layer into the bronzer and the blush. And you can really see it because you're not, you know, you're not my hand. But what I'm doing is I'm very lightly kind of stroking the sponge as if it was a brush on top of the skin to blend everything in. And you can see that we can build really, really nice gradients by using this technique. Alright, so far, this is the first layer of products on the skin. It includes your bronzer, your blush, and your foundation. And it should almost look like you're finished. Next, I'm setting the foundation with a little bit of powder from Cover FX. You want to find a powder in which you can put more liquid product on and then put the powder on again without it caking or separating. The Cover FX powder is perfect for this. It actually helps you build as much coverage as you want, and you can use that powder, concealer, powder technique as much as you want, and the foundation will still stay pretty smooth. So here I'm adding a little bit more coverage. You can do this with another concealer if you find that your foundation doesn't give you enough coverage. If you're using Dermablend or Cover FX or any kind of cream foundation that does give you a lot of coverage, you can just place that right on top to build more and more. If you're building more coverage, remember to have a very light touch on the concealer so you don't lose the coverage. Next, I'm applying a little bit of mineral powder with a sponge to those places where more coverage was needed. This is a good technique to do if you're doing a long shoot and you don't want the makeup to either disappear or separate. You want to make sure your mineral powder is colored, actually. Next, I'm just applying that same color powder with a big fluffy brush on the forehead, cheekbones, nose, and chin. Very lightly though. Don't use a lot. Alright, for the under eye area, since we don't want to look dry or cakey, I am mixing the concealer with a little bit of under eye brightener. This is Hoola Lift by Benefit, but if you have an eye cream that has a brightener built into it, that'll work just as well. You just want to avoid it making it look like you have a lot of concealer under the eye. So it should look a little bit dewy, and it should look a little bit liquidy. Because of the dewiness of this concealer mix, I decided to apply it on the Cupid's bow too. Foundation is done, we can start introducing color to the lips, eyes, and cheeks. So I'm using a lip stain, which is actually the same blush that we used in the beginning of the video. And I am going for a more natural look, so I'm not going to use any crazy colors because I want the complexion to be the main feature of the look. And for blush, we're just using Georgia from Benefit. And lightly apply mascara and a highlighter to the eyes. The highlighter is actually a little bit of an important part of the look because in photos and films, these areas are going to be brought out. So I'm putting it on the lids, the Cupid's bow, so that way those parts just come to the forefront a little bit more. Cassandra has more of a pink undertone, so white is a good highlighter for her. If you find that you have a strong golden undertone or you tend to be more on the tanner side, you can use a yellow color. If you're a deep skin tone, you want to go for an orangey yellow color or a caramel color. Okay, so now we're just gonna apply mascara, and this is pretty basic, you know. Well, this is not a basic technique. You can use the tip of the mascara. Whoa, in the inner corner. Be sure to apply a little bit of a mascara to the bottom lashes as well. Be sure to fill in the brows lightly. You don't want them too crazy since this is a natural look. And more bronzer. And we're just going to apply this on the temples, underneath the cheekbones, and the jawline. And as you apply this, you'll notice that it'll apply a little bit darker, you know, quicker, because we have that underpainting of bronzer underneath the foundation. But adding a little bit extra never hurts. And this is the finished look. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you learned a bunch of new techniques. I know they're not traditional techniques or techniques they use every day, but they definitely help if you're going to take a photo and you want your skin to look smooth, amazing, and with a little bit of color. And yeah, if you have any questions, definitely feel free to ask. I'm pretty good about responding to comments.
Post a comment.
If you want a specific look, definitely let me know. I'll try to work it out. And subscribe to make me happy.
He'll get his funky face on. Show me funky face. All day, all day.
What do you do? Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time for another tutorial. Definitely visit Cassandra at Diamonds and Heels 14.
14. Don't ask me why it was a 14.
Because she used to be 14.
No, that's not why.
Now she's 15.